Hello friends, today we are going to continue with the series of philosophy, ponderings and practices of safety. In this series, first 5 to 6 discourses are devoted to the founding thoughts of safety. So in this discourse 3, we will discuss about one of the convention of ILO, that convention 155, which is passed in 1981, which is also one of the founding thoughts of safety. So the ILO has always, ILO is International Labour Organization. We will look into ILO in detail when we will discuss about ILO. So ILO has always addressed health and safety at work, and there are around 70 or more than 70 international labor standards that are promoting worldwide for help ensure safe and healthy working environment. Now, what is this convention C155? We'll see it verbatim. So, employer shall be required to ensure that as far as is reasonably practicable. See, this word is very important. It appears everywhere. That as far as it is reasonably practicable, the workplaces, machinery, equipment and processes under their control are safe and without risk to the health. So, it is the responsibility of the employer, in short, to give a safe working environment. Secondly, employers shall be required to ensure that so far as reasonably practicable, the chemical, physical and biological substances and agents under their control are without risks to health when the appropriate measures of protections are taken. So in first we talked about the machinery, in second we are talking about the different materials which are being used, means chemicals and the biological substances which are being used, right? Thirdly, employers shall be required to provide where necessary. So apart from these two precautions to be taken, what they are supposed to do, that adequate protective clothing and protective equipment is to be provided to the employees. They should provide measures to deal with emergencies and accidents. So requisite PPE is to be provided, and they have to make arrangements if some emergency erupts after some accident, and that measures must include the first aid. Okay. Now next, whenever two or more undertaking engage in activities simultaneously at one workplace, they shall cooperate. So it is possible everywhere in every industry. So many contractors work. So the company, then the contractor or one or two contractors, they come together and work for the company along with the company people. So there has to be a proper coordination and proper communication, right, as far as the safety is concerned. Employers must ensure arrangements are in place for workers cooperating with the employer or the management. So there has to be cooperation between employer and employees. Workers representative working with employees and employers. So there has to be certain worker representative, maybe trade union representative or maybe safety representative working with the employees, giving workers and their representatives adequate information and training. So it is the responsibility of the employer to give the training to the workers. If a worker reports to his immediate supervisor any situation which he believes presents a serious and imminent danger to life or health, the employer cannot require workers to return to their work situation until remedial actions has been taken. So this is part about the imminent danger. If some worker feels that there is a danger to work in that particular area or in that particular machine, they have right to refuse to work, and employer should not ask them to return to the work unless otherwise their remedial action is taken. The same provision is given in Factories Act 1948 also in our country. Cooperation between management and workers and or representative shall be an essential element in the pursuance of this convention. So they believe, ILO believe that there has to be cooperation between management and the workers. If you want to achieve the safety goals, if you want to achieve safe and healthy work environment, then this cooperation must exist, maybe in the form of different platforms like safety committee. Occupational safety and health measures shall not involve any expenditure for workers. So whatever the expenses are to be incurred, they are supposed to be incurred by the employer or the management only. Now in this convention or even in Factories Act, that one phrase used that may require explanation, and that is so far as reasonably practicable. What is the meaning of it? So this means that the employer can balance cost and risk. Understand, this is very important. So there has to be a balancing between risk and the expenses. That is, in high risk situation, higher cost solutions are justified, but in lower risk situation, lower cost solutions must be tried. So more commensurate with the risk, and that is acceptable. Okay. So again, as I said, the same principle is used in the Factory Act. So friends, in this discourse 3, we looked into a very important convention of ILO, which is C155, and which was passed in 1981. So thank you very much.